All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. Let's take a look at our subscription goal. We are sitting at almost 9,300. We need 700 more subs to hit that 10K goal to give that $1,000 giveaway. And then we have 12K subs coming up to send a couple people to some games of their choice. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Dennis Burns is at the top. We have Kellen on this week. He's doing a great job so far, but that is the leaderboard right now. If you see your guys' name, reach out to us. BearsProfitPlays@gmail.com or on Twitter, BearsProfit @BearsProfit, and we need to get you guys set up so we can give you guys your picks out for the next couple of weeks. If you see your name, make sure you reach out. Also, if you want to become a member on our YouTube channel, we're going to be giving away $50 weekly to our members on YouTube. We have 15 to 20 right now. So if you become a member for just $4.99 a month, you have a chance to win $50 weekly. We're going to be doing that on our live show. We're going to put everybody on the wheel. We're going to spin it and give away $50 a week. So make sure you guys come check that out. Only $4.99 a month. Very cheap over there. And our plays are actually better over there as well. So guys, is going to do it. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get some NCAA basketball picks and props for Friday, December 22nd slate of games. Trey, before we get to the leaderboard, we have a live show tonight, Friday, 7 p.m. We're going to try to go 7 p.m. live. We have a $50 wheel spin for our members. If you guys want to become a member on our YouTube channel, only $4.99 a month. You get entered into a $50 wheel spin every week. So go check that out. But Trey, let's take a look at the plays that we had for college basketball yesterday. Start us off.
Yeah, guys, I am 1-0 on yesterday. That's because I gave out Kentucky minus 13.5 versus Louisville. Kentucky, they won this game by 19 points. They kind of controlled it throughout. They put 95 points up on a terrible Louisville team, so it was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I need some help. I've got NIU plus 2.5 at home going up against Northern Iowa, currently down by 16 points with 16 minutes left in the game. So I need them to battle back and cover that spread at home. I think they can do it, but we might need a miracle there. But Trey, let's move on to our plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be going with this Bellarmine at BYU game, and this should be a fun game to watch. BYU, they've been one of my favorite teams to watch this season, and they should continue to dominate here in this game. Give me them here minus 26.5 here in this game. They're going to run away with this game pretty quickly. I think they should be up by 26 points by halftime, to be honest with you. Bellarmine, they're simply just not a great team. They come in this game with a 4-9 record. They're also 4-6 ATS, not to mention the fact that they are 1-7 on the road this season. Bellarmine, they also just lost in their last game to Utah by 42 points. And BYU, they are just an elite offensive team. They come in this game with a 10-1 record. They're also 9-2 ATS with an elite 7-0 record at home. They're simply just running teams off the court, and that should continue in this game. BYU, they're scoring 89 points per game, which is the 7th highest in college basketball. In Bellarmine, they're only averaging 68 points per game. But we saw in their last game, they only scored 43 points against Utah. BYU, they're going to score 90-plus points here. I just do not have confidence that Bellarmine's going to score 60-plus. So give me BYU minus 26.5 points versus Bellarmine.
Yeah, Trey, I like that one. Going from one bad team that you've got going against to my one bad team I'm going against. I'm looking at Mississippi Valley State going on the road to take on Baylor. This is a pay-to-play game where Baylor pays a team so they can beat the shit out of them for 40 minutes. Mississippi Valley State is in the running for worst college basketball team in the nation this season. They've not won a game this year, and they're coming off a 30-point loss to Tulsa. They haven't scored more than 50 points in 4 consecutive games, and they've allowed 74-plus points in all 4 of those games. The Bears are coming off 2 defeats, one against Michigan State, a bad loss by 24, the other in a really tightly contested game against Duke the other night. This is an opportunity for Baylor to get some frustration out after the back-to-back losses. So I'm going to take them to win this game by at least 40-plus points. Minus 37.5 is the spread. I understand it's a massive spread, but Mississippi Valley State, they've lost in the last 4 games to North Texas by 31, Liberty by 35, Tulsa by 30. Baylor's minus 37.5 here. They are far better than any of those teams. They're going to work on a lot of things in this game. They're going to put up a bunch of points. They're going to feel really good about themselves on their home floor, putting up 100-plus points on Mississippi Valley State. Give me the Baylor Bears here, minus 37.5 as the play. Trey, let's move on to the player props. Have you started us off?
Yeah, I faded that team twice this year. They're just not good. But yesterday, I gave out Antonio Reeves over 16.5 points versus Louisville. Reeves, he dropped a 30 bomb in this game. It was just beautiful to watch. He was elite. He just beat up Louisville like he was supposed to do in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, I've got Colby Rogers over 15.5 points. He's going up against Kansas State. That game's going to tip off here soon. Hopefully he can do it. He's the best player on that Wichita State team. Hopefully I go 1-0 there. But Trey, let's move on to the plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be attacking Terrence Shannon Jr. here to go over his points versus Missouri. I really love this over for Terrence Shannon in this game because he's been elite this season for the Illini because he's averaging 20.9 points per game, which is the 13th highest in college basketball. He shoots a ton of shots, and he's very efficient when he does it. That's because he's averaging a staggering 50% shooting from the field this season. As a guard, that is very impressive. And with this being a neutral site game, it gives me a lot more confidence in this play, to be honest with you. This game's going to be played in St. Louis, Missouri, so not a home game for either team. And it's honestly pretty close to both campuses. St. Louis is not that far away from the Illinois border. And in his last neutral site game versus FAU, Shannon Jr., he dropped 33 points in that game. I expect something similar against this Missouri team. Missouri, they're averaging, allowing over 70 points per game. And with Shannon Jr. being that dude for the Illini, I expect him to get a big chunk of those. So give me Terrence Shannon Jr. to go over his points versus Missouri.
Yeah, Trey, he's an absolute monster. I love that play there. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at RayJ Dennis, a former Toledo man, to go over his assists going up against Mississippi Valley State. We might actually not even get a line on this one because this line's sitting at 37.5. We might not get player props. But if we do get a line, I'm going to take his over assist. I'm going to stay away from the point total because I feel like everybody on this Baylor team has the potential to score double-digit points against this team. But Dennis this season has been the assist man. He has over 40% of the total assists for Baylor. He's averaging 6.4 per game. They're only averaging 15.7 as a team. Dennis has gone over 6+ assists in 7 of his last 8 games. So we should get the number at 6.5 if it comes out. I will feel very confident with that number. The slate today is a little bit weak. We don't have a top 25 matchup that we can guarantee a prop for. Mississippi Valley State this season has been one of the worst teams in the nation, and Dennis will get his teammates involved. They're all going to score over double-digit points. Give me RayJ Dennis over his assists as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic and we'll get out of here.
Yeah, guys, I gave out BYU minus 26.5 versus Bellarmine. Bellarmine's bad. BYU's elite. It's just an easy set it and forget it game for BYU. And I'm also going with Terrence Shannon Jr. to go over his points versus Missouri. The guy's averaging over 20+. He's going to get 20+ here, but I think he's going to get close to 30. So I love this play too.
Yeah, frustration game here for Baylor, minus 37.5. I think they cover this pretty easily. They've dropped the last 2 games. They're gonna work on a lot of things in this game against a really bad team, and that's where RayJ Dennis comes. He's gonna get the guys the ball. Over 6.5 assists. Hopefully, is what we get the line at. I think he crushes that number. But guys, that's gonna do it for NCAA basketball plays and props for Friday, December 22nd slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,